Hello, everyone. This is 𝐏𝐓𝐄 from Melbourne PT Study Center, here to give you a sneak peek into our June prediction file and what's in it. We are going to focus on the listening section today. Now, this is for all the new students as well as existing. So if you are existing students, I'm going to show how to utilize the June prediction file and how to use it to get the best, you know, information out of it and to get the best practice out of it. And those of you are new or have not joined us and watching this video, have a look at our June prediction file, which guarantees you a lot of common questions in the exam. And how to access it, you can message us on the link on the description that has been provided in the description, right? So I'm going to open the June prediction file and give you a rundown through our listening section, how to utilize it and how to use it using our state-of-the-art portal as well as our updated iowa software tools. Okay. All right, so without further ado, let's just quickly go through it. So when you access our PT Study Center online portal, you should be able to access our portals. So when you go to portals, in there you'll have PT materials, and under PT materials you have all the prediction file along with number of other useful documents that you can access. All right, so we're going to go through the June prediction file. Open it up now. We'll jump onto the focus today is only on listening. So we're going to jump into the listening section straight away. All right. So once we have the prediction file up and running, all right, what we are going to do is every index that you're going to see, there's a table of content. So you will be able to see what is in which page, and all of them are hyperlinks. If you click on them, it'll take you straight to that. So for example, see over here, this is your table of content. So you can click on them and it'll just, there's a hyperlink and they'll take you straight to that page. So as I mentioned, we are going to focus on going through the listening section today, right? So we'll go below and jump into the listening section, right? So all of these are everything that you will need to prepare, and this is a good way of preparing 1 week before it. Now, completely just doing this will not help you a lot because you still need a lot of practice. This is basically your final revision. All right, and this is making sure that those questions that are very frequently coming in the exam, you have access to them and you know how to answer them, where there's a likelihood of that question being in your exam. All right. Okay, so we'll jump straight to summarize spoken text. Now, when you open this up, you will see the topic. So it says sound receptors, right? So what are you going to do is, this is the transcript of your sound receptor. Okay. Now, generally, the best way to obviously practice this is not go through the transcript. First thing you're going to do is open up your Iowa. So we'll go to Iowa and then log in to our Iowa portal. Right. Once we log in, it's a quick step. Once you log in, you go to your listening and then you go to your summary and then click on summary and then go to summarize spoken text and quickly search for the one that we are looking at. So sound receptor. So here you have the sound receptor. So you have sound receptors. So what are you going to do? You listen to the audio and you write down your answer, your version of your answer. Then obviously I was going to show you a sample, see how much you're getting, and then you go back through the text. Now, general recommendation is that this is one recommendation that I usually give. It's a very unique strategy. So what we do, just 1 second. So what we can do is, we have summarized written text for us, right? So what you can do is you can read through this and understand what this is talking about and make a summary out of this, which will help you with summarized written text. And at the same time, when you did it on Iowa, you're also doing summarized spoken text. So you're practicing essentially the same thing in 2 different ways. So that what it does is, when you get this same question in the exam, you will do much better if you had just listened to it once and practiced, as opposed to doing it twice like this. It will make sure that this remains in your memory. All right. And so like this, we can do all of them. Right now, as I said, like mostly prediction file is the final stage of your preparation. So at this point, you should have done all of these. So if you have done all of these, so for existing students who have practiced all of this, what I would recommend is go through the text first and then make a summary by yourself. All right. And then look at the answers and see what is important from there, what's not. Right. And look, these are very frequent exam questions. So more than likely you will get it from here. That's how I would do my summarized spoken text. Okay. Scrolling down to the other important one. So what we're going to do is scroll down to all the way to the other important part of my listening, which is my write from dictation. Now, before I jump into write from dictation, obviously we're going to come across a little bit of fill in the blanks listening. Okay. So now these listening blanks, again, same thing. You must have done practice on your Iowa. Okay. If same way, you're going to go to Iowa. All right. Then you're going to search, go to your listening, go to your listening practice, and then go to your fill in the blanks. And then search that question, enter any of them, and then search that question, right? So you will be able to find that question. When you do, you practice it. Now, obviously at this point, those of you have already done these questions or have gone through the questions on Iowa, at this point, what I want you guys to do, if you're following this prediction file, write down the spellings. All right, don't look at this, look at the sentence if you want to read through, but each of these spellings I want you to write down. Make an Excel sheet and type down the spellings, right? Why? Because the spellings are important, right? In the exam, you don't want to mistype these and lose marks unnecessarily. So same thing, this is what you're going to do for all of the fill in the blanks, right? So this helps you with your vocabulary, this helps you with your spellings, right? This helps you if it's a difficult word and you're not sure about it, if you have done the practice, you will most likely be able to, recover or might most likely be able to remember what you have done. Okay, so like that, I want all of this to be written down, all of the spellings to be written down on your Excel sheet or wherever you feel comfortable. All right, and then we jump into the most important one, which is the write from dictation. Again, you can search them and practice them. As I've mentioned, you go to Iowa, go to write from dictation, search the sentence, then listen to it and type it down and get it done. That's your first practice, all right? Next practice is going to be you read this sentence and you type down the sentence. Now, like that, you do this for every single sentence. You read, type down, read it once. Do not read it more than once. You read the sentence once. So for example, practical experiments are an essential part of the chemistry course. Practical experiments are an essential part of the chemistry course. I'll write it down. All right. I will look at once, read it once, and then write it down. In this way, write down every single of these write from dictation all the way to 172. When you're done, you are well equipped to do really well in your summarized spoken text, summarized spoken text and write from dictation, because these are two very, very important parts in your listening. And if you have done really well in these two, you're going to get really high scores. All right. Now, for those of you who are new, if you want to access our prediction file, feel free to message us on our Telegram or on our Facebook page, and the admin staff will get back to you immediately on how to access them. And those of you who are already existing students, please make sure you practice the way I've mentioned. All right. Utilize the prediction file. It is a really good source for your final preparation. Remember, again, it's a final preparation. Do not use this as your first and last preparation, right? Because this only provides you with the answer along with the transcript. You need to go through Iowa and have done all the questions beforehand before you can look into this and revise. This is a place for revision. All right. Thank you guys so much for listening and tuning into this video. Stay tuned for more contents like this, as we will guide you through how to use Iowa and Portal in order to access all the questions and answers. All right. Thank you guys so much and have a lovely rest of the evening.